day of Stage 3, a zero-sum game and a clear favorite. NAVI attending every single major, huge, legendary organization versus the challengers that are B8. They made it this far, Chad. Who's to say they can't go all the way?
Yeah, the ball's in there, caught after the 2-1 match back in Stage 2. That was a pretty dominant win for NAVI, but I'm looking at the pistols, and we're looking at the pistol about to get underway. B8 shooting a 35% win rate on the pistols across all stages.
Dear.
That's 17 maps, that's 34 pistols in total, 12 and 22, but I'll give you a highlight. A third of those wins have come on the T side of Ancient, and that's where they find themselves starting now, so this would be a hot way to kick things off.
Yeah, the desk highlighting B8's affinity for this map.
They're 5-0 on it throughout all stages. Undefeated, but they've all been close.
NAVI know all about close games. Discussing that Vitality head-to-head, they could very well have booked themselves a ticket to the playoffs, but now forced to fight for the scraps. Makaze, he's going to get a clean tap. Wow, that is a lovely sequence, Makaze. He's just got all four, flattens B8.
He wants the ace.
I think so. He's running at him. He's got 4 bullets, and Essential will deny, but Makaze already just flexing the 18-year-old in the server immediately.
Yeah, major rookie. He wants to be the first to book the ticket to the playoffs in Budapest. A whole bunch of them on display.
Oh, yeah, run that back. Let's see that one again.
This is a thing of beauty,
well,
isn't it?
Absolutely stunning.
You're in a bit of trouble if this kid's starting hot. And continuing the pistol woes there for B8. When they took on NAVI the other day, they didn't win a pistol over either of the two maps, so NAVI looking to keep that stat line in their favor. And the type of Counter-Strike that NAVI played yesterday, you could say they deserve to be in the playoffs, but this is the major, you've got to earn it. We've got a slow eco roll out of B8 right now. They will just be taking the light one, get the guns out into the next, and give us all an opportunity to talk through some of the CT side setups we can expect. Lexi B will be your caveman. Bit is going to be the B-long anchor. You're going to have a combination of Makazi, Wonderful, and Emma playing over towards mid, depending on the setups called. And this is a map that NAVI like to play, but we've only seen them play it once so far throughout their major campaign against Paravision. So I think wherever this went in the veto, they were going to be feeling quite comfortable. And to get Train up next, so see if they can wipe away the loss from Vitality yesterday.
Oh, it was supposed to be theirs, stolen by Tech9s in that final round.
Yeah, a couple of moments that I'm sure that kept them up late last night in review. But Blade will have them focused today, whereas for poor B8, Madden not behind them. I believe visa expired, so no coach to assist. It is going to have to be these young men.
Doing it on their own. I mean, we'll see how they fare, and we'll see if Wonderful can stop this bomb from being planted. Looks like he's done enough. Can tuck in, has support. The dual Beretta's not going to connect. As Makaze just finding himself another couple of frags. All good in the NAVI hood.
All right, well, I want to pull attention to a couple of the key pieces of this B8 roster. You've got MPL, who once upon a time donned the NAVI jersey, playing back in Paris 2023. Was in a 2-2 game. They lost to FaZe. They didn't progress to the playoff. He's looking to do so now against his old organization. Yeah,
6 months in the NAVI jersey, thrown on the bench, and then just locking into B8. Hops straight over to B8. Over 2 years, well over 2 years. He's been representing this organization. That things have got better and better as time has gone on. It's been a grind to get this far. Could be some poetic irony in him picking it up against NAVI.
Yeah, Kenzie's the other name. He's great in the aggressive moves, so he'll be going toe-to-toe with the likes of Makazi in middle. But this one's a slow one. Started as a general default, no mid-space taken. MPL was trying to probe into B and see if he could catch any, but Bit is very passive. Alexi's just blocked out to Cave for the interim, so it looks like they are just going to gear up for a B plate. Late piece of head trick over towards main keeps the options open. Next link into Cave, take the space. Nades for the finish, it's really just smokes. There's no flashes, no mollies. I tell a lie, one flash, so very, very light on in this first rifle round. Block now, you can't be throwing your smokes in just yet. 45
not too much
seconds.
Movement from the CT side. Wonderful's not asking too many questions. Imma's even starting to dip back towards the A site as the lurk smoke's thrown by Headtrick. Here comes their util wave. Alexi re-blocking the ramp. Does that mean they're going to have to run through the smoke into the loving embrace? Bits tucked in cubby. Alexi as well, trifling with trouble. This is Senthiel from the cave side. Alex opens up, keeping it level. Kensizor's opened up the site. Access for the plant. Kensizor to do so. Retake now.
Bomb has been planted.
Uncomfortable for Na'Vi. No kits. Could be a good incendiary. Clears out the pillar, no one's home. Double cave setup. Looking good, looking promising. Not if Kensizor has empty hands, and a second for Makaze. That's just crumbled. You get into the site, you get that bomb down, but Na'Vi, a real nonchalant retake.
Yeah, and that shows you the comms are flowing quite nicely there. Everybody peeking off each other, not looking too stressed. You highlighted the fact there was no kit, so a 10-second defuse having to come through, and that's comfortable for the third. Looks a little bit dicey. There's a fight that happened off-screen over towards middle. You see it there in the kill feed. It's Makaze. He's starting to mantle up. Hetrick actually had the timing on him, and Makaze swiveled in time and got that kill. That could have been the difference maker of the round or not. So Hetrick, knowing that if he got that, would have softened up that retake. So 3-0, bomb goes down into the partial. Odds provided by our official betting partners. That's going to be favouring Na'Vi, and you can understand why. Line up for another B execute again.
I'm curious when they, and if they start to ask questions of early mid, how Makaze passes that test. Always feel like he's got quite a proficiency in that position. Gonna be quick up the ramp. How does Bit react to this util? Makaze and Alexi have already done the damage necessary, and Bait won't get any steps in the right direction whatsoever.
Some sloppy details there. The bomb was left in spawn. Kensizor had to go back. It's going to change the timing of when they can pounce. Right? You're hoping that the mid player Makaze isn't able to sweep up confidently to start clearing, and he was given that room. So looks like we do have a little bit of a tech here. Admin will be helping out in-game leader. Alex666 who's taken that over this year. But not the start you're looking for on your map choice, is it?
And would you echo the sentiments of the desk, what with Ancient being this first map, Train being the second, that if Bait were to start the conversation of seeing Mirage, seeing that third map, they'd have to win here?
Yeah, I don't see them winning on Train, right? Last time round, they started CT side and they got started late. This is going to happen when your pistol stats are so poor.
Yes.
Right? You're getting into the game after the first or second gun round, then by that point they've already built up a massive bunch of rounds. So that needed to shift as the first point of conversation. Hasn't done so far in Ancient, doesn't mean it can't. I think Bait have had a great tournament. They've shot at the VRS. I believe they started at 18th. They're now in the top 10 at number 10. So the tournament they've had with the best of one wins over Huns, Paravision, Liquid, Fnatic, and Falcons in the BO1s. And the BO3s, they beat Legacy, 3D Max, and Pain. None of those teams are slouches.
Yeah, solid list.
But now you're in the tank with Sharks.
And they're very hungry.
And you also think about this, these kids, as mentioned, 21 years of age, Na'Vi would have been an org they looked up to, and we know last time round when they faced, they were fearful of Bit.
Yes.
And he hasn't necessarily been in the best form yesterday. He had a tough go in the office, but Wonderful was in great form. Makaze started this off strong. Imma's been looking good. Bit can be an absolute monster in the aim department, right? You go name for name. It is going to be tough for Bait, but you love to see the underdog give it a good go. Worst case, they get blown out, and that is really the way that you would hate things to go down. You've been here for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not what you want to be seeing immediately. I mean, we are, what, 4 rounds in?
I will say we don't have tone, and text is the worst way of conveying, right? If you're trying to lighten the mood, you're a little bit trolly. We don't know the tone within the team. He could just be throwing that away in quite a flippant fashion.
Sure, absolutely.
But we also saw MPL in the interview when they went down last time. I was like, no, we're going to get smashed, right?
But so then they did.
Well, that was against Vitality, I think it was, So, well, hopefully that's not the mindset here today. We'd love to get a game in a 2-2 matchup with playoffs on the line.
Back underway.
Okay.
Pathing for early lane control. MPL and Senthiel.
They're fighting for mid on a second timing.
Okay, yeah, MPL's going to have a lot of trouble if Makaze goes down, though. How's he got away with that? Finally burnt down! Not a flurry of frags in favor of Na'Vi. Senthiel pulls something back from the heaven. And now trying to maneuver forward into cave. It's held by Wonderful.
There we go.
Okay, clotheslined him. Just lackadaisical walking into the crosshair of Senthiel for a second. It's clawed back, and hello, Essential! With 3 important kills, Imma could have the cross of this bomb, though. Gets uncomfortable for Hetrick. I think he's aware, he's cautious. There's the team play! Bet on the board, and it's the boy that was doubting, saying they're too strong, not too strong for him.
See, I like my framing, him being flippant, because he comes out and he smashes him in the face there. Nice little scuffle over towards middle, and then they're able to convert with a number disadvantage. Some great shooting.
Easy.
Every player on this B8 roster has had a moment throughout their campaign. That's going to happen when you played 17 maps and counting across 3 stages, and you've continued as these grinders to pick up speed. So NAVI are going to feel like they should have had that one in the bag, but they can get back in with another buy.
Damn.
It's like a similar approach again.
Yeah, 3 smokes invested. Donut, red, and that lane cave smoke. Mikaze thinking he's got a lot of action coming his way. NPL again jumping through. Alexi wants to fight. He wasn't ready for that one. Full charge from the Finn. He's pushing through the smoke. Ice catches flat, catches the flash. Mikaze finds him comfortable. Oh, and he's perfect. So efficient.
Yeah, Mikaze's working up on the right side of the bed. 13-2 right now. I think the tell from B8 that they want the mid control is the donut smoke, right? They throw the donut smoke, they go for the pool molly over there into the cubby, and that's telling, hey, they want to contend for this control.
Loving that from Alexi as well. Like, that's what every cave player wants to do. Obviously, not always facilitated, but he just guns it.
I think if he's looking at the radar, he sees Mikaze's the only man forward. The others are playing behind the smokes, red and donut. He's like, I need to help out my boy. So he draws the attention of MPL, gets that opening incision, and then at that point, they're all just channeled through mid. So great start right now.
Well, especially considering that was the first round on the board for B8. They start, trying to build momentum, trying to build some confidence, trying to build consecutive rounds. Something so quick.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah. I mean, the timeouts will be a bit quiet.
Yeah, it does still give them time to get composed. It is just tough to not have that external perspective.
100%.
And to have the authority figure to keep the individuals in check if they are getting a little bit lippy.
Well, especially when you consider, the inexperience at this stage in competition against this kind of opposition.
Those odds blowing even further out here as...
All right, we're going to test the A site. No one's starting that way.
Oh, well, MPL, last time we covered this off, he busted in the site, got 4 massive kills. I think that was against 3D Max. So let's see if he can do it again. It is a retake setup right now from NAVI. And NAVI are the ones who brought into vogue just this constant jarring retake where you're coming through donut smoke, coming through CT smoke, leaking out of temple, not giving them a chance to get set up. Mikaze is here again, and he has been a monster so far. Well timed on the block smoke, but they can leer into that and pop through it.
Yeah, this is the luxury of having full lane control. You know what's coming. Mikaze does get caught by their flashes, but pathing into Wonderful Zork Temple side. Ready for NPL. Double swing, and Wonderful somehow gets away with another 3 kills. Stunning work. Swaps out to the pistol for that 3rd. And Essential, his pistol gets nothing done. Oh, jumping 10-9. Excuse me, that was a Mac 10. Kensizor picks up the AWP and tries to make a case for another B8 round. Cheeky reposition from Mikaze. Last seen Donut, now joining up towards CT with Bit. Bomb retrieved in 40 seconds. Oh, looking the wrong way is Bit. That's a great start to Kensizor's clutch.
May as well give it a good go.
Why not? Oh, the crouch walk. Him is there in time.
Yeah, kept them guessing, kept the pressure on. So that was just a partial. Guns will come out now. They tried their luck at the A plate.
Well, when Mikaze and Wonderful are on, throw in an Imma into the mix and you've got yourself a real potent mix.
Yeah, this is the thing. We have the conversation about NAVI. Sure that they haven't had the best of years. Obviously, they had the roster change as well. But we talk about the strength of the base of this team. B8 always making sure to control the narrative when in interviews. They're out middle.
Yeah, no one's home.
So this is a change. They are playing a little bit more staunch over towards main. So Imma can take some space. They know that they've given over this control. So what they will need to be concerned about is leaks up towards red. Mikaze totals up towards B. He can monitor that from lane. Spam through. Chip damage done. Just harassment from Alexi as they are now starting to slink like a snake. The bomb part of this pack. Now, if they go into an A split, it's going to be damn tough.
Yeah, Mikaze spotting for this and knowing this kid's aim. He's, usually good for 1. Not against NPL, though. That's a big opening in favor of B8. Imma started the round here. Wonderful. Misses his opportunity just on that sliver gap. It's Imma up to bat. Nails Kensizor on the swing. Essential's got a back turn. Nice find. Essential lingering in red and profiting. A double kill, an advantage. Heavy advantage for B8. And a twist of the knife as Hetrick finds Imma. That's the end of the round. And that's the second for B8.
Okay, Essential in both of the rounds they've won has had some great impact. That's the second time they've found an opening pick as well. So converting on top of that, MPL's hard work does pay off. It needs to be consecutive. This little pitter-patter, the dribs and drabs of rounds is not going to be enough.
Clean.
We know these kids can shoot. Timeout taken by Blade. So wanting to get in before the finances are broken. Running out of cash quickly are NAVI. They know that if they lose this, it will have to be an eco. And Blade wants to get on the mic to avoid that. That was the first time we didn't see them go for the similar mid-play, right? Makazi not out towards that pocket, the support network not there. They gave over the mid-control and they were punished for it. So let's see how they adjust. I think you hear from these guys, oh, no pressure. It really depends on how you define the word, but there's still going to be stress. And the stress is the thing that could really come back to bite you. That's where you're going to deplete extra energy and energy leak. Sketchy comms is, okay, we got another tech right here, so excuse us as we get this one sorted.
But yeah, the contrast between the two different sides of the stage is, it's apparent.
He spoke about the fact that they've, NAVI as an organization has been at every single major, dating all the way back to DreamHack Jönköping 2013. Well, how about this? If they win today, they will have an 80% major playoff success rate.
Whoa!
That'll be 18 out of 23 majors they've made the playoffs.
I mean, it's already a good stat,
Yeah.
but that just makes it a good stat better. I mean, but that is the expectation, right? I mean, sure, maybe no one saw the Copenhagen trophy lift coming, but the playoffs for NAVI, it feels like, you know, it's kind of like, what would it be? Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, the sun coming up in the morning.
Yes.
I think that the expectation is when you're part of one of these organizations, right, a NAVI, a Vitality, a FaZe, right, the list can go on, a Spirit in the modern game, you need to be making playoffs, right? There's a level of expectation of results, and that's coming externally and internally, right? You're part of one of these prestige organizations, and that's why it's such a shame to see a Fnatic, an NIP, and Astralis with fall-offs. From once upon a time, legendary orgs within the early days of CSGO. Astralis, greatest Counter-Strike team of all time, and now they're just struggling to even get to the majors. So it's great that a legacy org like NAVI can keep it up. And towards the tail end of 1.6 there, they were an absolute beast, right? That's with the Zeuses, the Edwards, the Senyas, the Markelovs, the Starixes, right? Looks like we aren't ready to go as Alexei Algaev there is staring blankly ahead. Want to save any conversations about the buy until everybody is ready and raring. Still smiles on the faces. A couple of these, we know they can't communicate during the technical timeout. Nothing can be said, nothing can be typed, no hand signals. Maybe some scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
That's fine. Some electrolytes are also okay. The last time we were talking about B8 in a tech pause in a high-stakes game, I was suggesting, oh, you know, this is going to be something that it's going to be difficult for them to deal with. It kind of compounds the pressure. And they thrived. They turned it around after, what was it, like a 20-minute tech pause. I suspect it won't be as long here, but we're still waiting for that fifth man in the server for B8.
Yeah, I think that one of the keys at the moment is this is going to feel like a second home to them right now.
Yes. When
you've played so many officials, and you've got good vibes here, right? You've gone from stage 1 to stage 2. You did that back in Austin, but you've taken one step further here into stage 3, and you're just 2 maps of Counter-Strike.
That's it.
Away from the play.
And how did Alex put it? So close, yet so far.
Yeah, and that's how it's going to feel throughout this series. He's back in.
It's like we might be ready to go.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Everything's getting sorted with the buys. Concession for NAVI is going to be Alexei just working on that MP9. Everybody else with the AKs. Now, last round, if you missed it, they didn't play on mid NAVI. They gave over the space. B8 were able to slink through, get red, find the opening, and then...
And that opening was MPL's first contribution.
So let's see if he can find one again and what the changes the CT setup. This is a heavy B default from B8 right now. Just Kenzor to feign that it's a standard default over towards middle, and they're searching B quickly.
Yeah, hoping they get given
here.
something wonderful's on its way in. Ooh, spotted out.
Here they come.
Misses the flick. Progression fast from Alex and B8. Surging into the site. Alexei being supported by those flashbangs. Lovely work. Moving Alex in a double swing. NPL was full blind, but there's his contribution. Shadow, wonderful. Baited shot, no swing, covered by the flames. It's a flank from Kensizor. They confirm Makaze's coming, but it doesn't matter. The flank connects. Alexi B another surges out of the cave with the MP9, making it work. And Kensizor brought down through that smoke. Well reacted to by NAVI.
Yeah, that was tough, right? Because they wanted to take the space right there, but it meant the bomb didn't go down, so the clock never started ticking against NAVI, and they were just able to win out some of those key duels. So they respond immediately. Consecutive rounds still evade bait. And Alexi gets good output. Yeah, you're bang on, right?
He threw that himself.
Just making sure that this is really tough on the way back in. So Alexi gets himself an upgrade, and 7-2 now off the back of the tech and the tack. More standard default approach right now from Bait. Alex has gone over towards A main early to throw some util. That's going to keep the comms flowing. Wonderful, feeling a little bit of pressure, but it's all a ruse. He dumps his util set. Emma and Makaze rotate over.
3 smokes invested into this, so he's going to pull bodies.
Yeah, but you need to be able to capitalize on the timing of the lengthy rotation right now, and they're blocked over towards B. Cave. Oof. Yeah, okay, we've seen a couple of those sky balls.
Suboptimal.
Alexi wants the info. Makaze and Emma starting to path through middle, so that means Bit has to play retake B. Smokes are fading now.
Been impressed by Alexi B's cave play. He concedes that first stage of cave.
Emma's rotating over, so there'll be 3 strong on the B side.
Alexi gets the info. A couple of bullets. Just narrowly missing out on his backpack. Ready for that fight. Bit to swing off. Emma's there on short side. Alexi. Oh, wow. How does he get his aim stabilized? That's the Bit swing. 2 down. And PL will pull him out, but he's not ready for a third. It's Emma that's overlooked and pulls it into an advantage for NAVI. Bomb in cave. Wonderful catches Alex going walkabout mid. An 8 for this CT side of NAVI. Bait, this is supposed to be a comfortable territory for you, and 2 rounds on T side is insufficient.
Yeah, look, you say that. In all of their ancient games so far, sure, they're 5-0 throughout their major campaign, but every single one of those games was close. They had a 13-9, a 13-10, 2 13-11s, and an overtime win.
Right.
So none of them were easy. They were all labored wins. Now, I understand why they didn't want to go back into Mirage. That one didn't go too well, whereas they're hoping, let's change it up in the video. We may as well take a swing at the big brother of the region. Now, going to get into another partial. Don't you worry about that loss bonus. It is flowing. Probably the only positive note right now. In the 2 rounds, we have to take a nod of the hat even, to Ascenthial, who had some big impact within the ones they've converted. Who's going to step up and try and make it a third? Wonderful's been on one. It's great to see. This is direct. This is just a B go. Could just be a rush right now.
Yeah, okay.
Only starting 2 strong on B.
Alexi B and his partner in crime, Bit.
They know it's a rush now.
They've already heard it. Wonderful's going to be kept at bay by the flames. A little cave pincer maneuver. Alexi.
Gotta get it down.
Gonna get caught if he doesn't tuck in. They're running at him. It's a Tech 9, hard to track. Big find from Ascenthial. Bit around that short smoke, might have to concede the space. He's backing away, and Bait have managed to get that site.
4 players are so low, though. Half HP or less.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Kensizor's trying to maintain that cave control. Here's the scope of Wonderful. He needs this kill. Finding it's clean. Looking good for number 3. Makaze catches the late arrival of Alex. Reveals lane is under his control. It looks like they want to fight him from both sides. His back turn. Big find from Kensizor. That's 2 out of that Mac 10. Now scoops up Wonderful's AWP. And him a bit of a conversation.
They should be saving right now if they want to do this by the book. Money's not there. They won't get a chance.
Oh yeah, he's locked the door on him here. Kensizor makes it clear. You are trapped. There is no getting out of this one. You have to fight your way out. Nearly Bits going down to the wall bang. That's a big Kensizor round. He starts off with just a Mac 10, ends it 3 kills deep and an AWP.
Good bit of fight, good bit of grit right there. And I love the fact they isolate the lane player once they know they have the man advantage. Worst case, they just sit back and wait for the fights to come their way. And because they're low, they just get picked apart one at a time. Interesting execute from Bait. They throw the deep cave smoke, which makes you think it's just a B ramp rush, but that subverts the expectation. They're able to find Alexi in cave. The B bomb site becomes extremely weak. And now the money broken for NAVI. Final round, first half.
4 they could work with. Kaze takes a heavy lick to start.
Yeah, no secret that they're close mid. This should get you flowing in towards A, and there's no AWP to stop you.
Look at him go. Alex is not playing scared at all, and it does cost him his life. Wonderful, just rewarded for his patience in the temple. should be okay.
Ooh, bit shallow.
Yeah, Zemthil gets away with it. Cover from head trick, catches the swing of Makaze. Wonderful was last seen there too. Block smoke A main. It's going to make it uncomfortable. Kentazor, he's going to be so susceptible to that running MP9. This high-low setup. Not if he hits the first bullet, though.
This one's done.
Ending the half with 2 consecutive. Close Ancients, you said. Well, it looks like the ingredients are all there for another one. There we have it. Okay, B8, a little bit of a resuscitation of hope. A must-win map for them. Down just 4 rounds. It's a recovery of sorts. Let's see what that second half has in store.
A late surge from B8 to keep the conversation open here on Ancient. Smile still on their faces, but Na'Vi confident that they can't get complacent. The Pistols, the main conversation around B8 and slow starts, and last time against Na'Vi, 0-4 in that department. They really need to convert this one now that they're on the CT side. Their map choice, 2-2 series, StarLadder Budapest Major. Winner goes to the playoffs.
Yeah, Makaze managed to stun us with an impeccable pistol. Gets Na'Vi that first, but it cannot be both.
Tempered start from Na'Vi, no rush. Probing out middle now, Makaze and Wonderful. Bit has lane control. Alexi the tail of this as Imma is outside of A main. So options open for either side. U2 are smoking a flash. And 2 in donut to deal with.
Ooh, what a shot!
Okay.
That must have just been a pixel. And Wonderful! Oh, it gets better for Na'Vi. A flying one from Makaze. Surely Alex is going to be able to do something. Yeah, nice catch. Avenges his fallen comrade.
Alex can flash. They can pipe out Temple.
Yeah, it is going to have to be off the back of that flash. Imma's ready, primed and ready, with support as well. No flashbang, and it's a problem, because Alexi can just quickly click your 2 of your heads, and another Na'Vi pistol, just 1 kill away. Alexi B tucked in, scavenged dual Berettas versus Alex to start. Another on the big box, doesn't even matter, Alexi's there. 3 kills from Na'Vi's captain, and no pistols for B8.
Yeah, show me that from Wonderful's perspective, please. I would love to see that. That was instantaneous, out middle, slow roll, and bang. Before you know it, your brain pressed the back wall.
Boyski, boyski.
And then the jump from Makaze. Lovely work there on the block. Alexi cleans up the rest. So Na'Vi steady now for the close. With the force buy for B8. If they can't win this, the conversation does come to a close quite quickly.
And you said they can't get complacent. That pistol speaks to them not. Here's the audible of the jump spot long. little bit of damage. A nade thrown out from the cave player. Forward position adopted by Ascenthial.
How long do you stay in the B stand? That's the question. MPL's already cheated back over towards red. The 3 stay put, and Alex has the main space. So at least they know that there's not going to be an A maneuver just yet. Lots of options available with lots of time on the clock and starting to pivot back. Imma will need to clear Alex, so he will wait for Alexi before he paths in. He can't go on his own. And Alexi's going to go through middle, so Imma will just be quite... Okay, back and forth. Excuse me. Juggling U-tilt push comes in.
Oh, this is what Imma's waiting for, and he's absolutely nailed it.
There's the problem now. I think if you bait, you just retain. There's no point heading over and giving this over because the bomb will be planted in a moment's time. Wonderful's going to spring forward. Makazi's covering him. Imma now clearing out main. Alexi's just lobbed out a CT smoke. MPL trying to dissuade, puff up his chest in bigger than he is. Heads over towards Temple.
Yeah.
Really want to give this a look.
I think he hoped that smoke would have bought more time, but it's just starting to sink in as he hears the bomb being planted. That is, it's not really a bait round, not realistically.
I think you just need to hold on to this and go again with another gamble stack or something more aggressive next time.
Yeah.
At this time, take the fight to Navi, see if he can stifle them in middle or B lane. Back comfortable for Navi.
Frustrating death for Alex as well. He was in 2 mines. You can see hesitance in his push. And Imma with patience in his play.
It's tough for B8. It's been a great run so far. I'm not ruling them out. We still have many more maps of Counter-Strike to come if they turn it around. But when you're dealing with a team who's so fundamentally sound as Navi, if you can't get under their skin, if you can't be winning the clutches, if you can't be grinding out consecutive rounds, you won't humble their finances, won't be able to get on top of them like that. And Navi have come alive for this final event of the season, final event of the year.
It sounds weird to say, but I can't help but feel, though it would have been disappointing, I think the game versus Vitality might have been a confidence booster for Navi.
I think to see the individuals popping off in the way that they were, they know that they lost some bad rounds.
Yes. But the individuals were strong, and we've got a fight in mid. Talking strong individuals, Kentazor stood out, but Imma puts him down. More opportunities for MPL's pistol. Quickly met by Makaze and the Kalash. It's bit! Oh, and he is that headhunter. Quick flick into Alex has secured the site, trapped behind the smoke cave.
Wonderful will be able to get up into B, and then Makaze can deal with the leak out the other side. So you just need to watch either side of this cave exit, and it should be all good in the hood. You can plant safe side. You know that there's a player in there. You won't be too worried of getting spammed down by a 5-7. So this will be the 11th confirmed now for Navi.
They are very comfortably just walking to that 1-0 lead, heading into their map pick of Train.
I have liked the addition of Makaze in this roster because it gives a bash brother to Imma on the aggression. Doesn't feel like he has to be the only guy going in. He gets to trade off of Makaze. Makaze loves going in first, so that combo is great. Seeing Wonderful finding his form once he can actually get space on the map like we saw on Train yesterday. He's delivering extremely steady shots and flashy clutches. So the pieces are starting to come together for Navi. Surprise, Hedrick will get one for his troubles, but that's about it. Ascenthial being able to hold on to a Khalil. Bomb goes off, Wonderful goes down with the ship. But just 2 more rounds, and then it's their map choice coming up next. Gold, gold, gold. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That was Lenny Kravitz.
I think so. All right, guns are out. Fill yourself with some confidence here, B8. Win the first rifle round. Keep this conversation flowing.
Look at him. Look at Makaze go. This is just a one-man mission. Sure, there's some flashbangs coming over the top. Sure, Imma's ready for a potential swing. A crossfire establishes. He makes it across to the big box. MPL throwing bullets down range. Smoke Bray could have exposed him. Doesn't quite hit the mark.
You can actually... Oh, is Kent still going to fight? If
he wants to.
Yeah, they just mollied out the box, so... Looking for a duel now.
Okay, re-smoke. It's a bit scuffed. Able to walk out behind that, but deeper nade. He's done well there. 50 damage over that.
So you know you've lost mid-control if you're Navi, but you know you've forced out some key pieces of utility there. So at the moment, Alexi can pull the strings and pull them into an execute. Makaze and Imma taking space again. Looking for fights. They just want a duel.
Yeah, understandably so. It's been going well for them a bit.
Okay.
I mean, this is not a one-man mission. He just gets to go in first. Silent contact, creep, and crawl. NPL could
He's
really
gonna hard clear
get
him.
caught. Yeah, he is. NPL's days are numbered. Oh, he just pulled out the nade. It couldn't get worse. A perfect entry from Bit. Molotov for Sentinel's gonna have to swing. That's the Galil gone as well. Really not looking good. And it's looking spectacular from NAVI. Ready for another one here. Here comes Bit. Yeah, picks it up. Dropping like flies. NAVI just swatting them away.
A great understanding there, right? So they molly off towards CT. Nobody can rotate in. They're like, well, the only way that Wonderful can die planning is cave. They all turn around, address that. Just understanding the flow as Hedrick gets a double. Excuse me, just one there. It was Alex who grabbed one of the two. And it's just going to be Alex looking to hold on to this. So that's 12. This is the appetizer for the day. Got some big matches coming up.
Yeah, which one is your highlight?
It has to be Falcons versus G2. How could it not be?
Of course. I mean, okay, sure, but I think FaZe Passion has got some juice to it.
Well, considering Carrigan is the greatest entertainer.
Yeah, you just know that game's going to have some twists.
There'll be fireworks for sure.
Yeah.
But the storyline, it's like a drama, isn't it?
It is.
Nico up against his old team, up against his cousin. Same conversation there for Mondesi as far as jerseys go. The hate watchers of Falcon to be out in full force. Final round, final chance. Round number 17. This one's been quick.
Makaze's doing more on mid. Quick walk this time. They've got full lane control, so Hedrick is on high alert. He suspects actions coming his way. How are those NAVI fundamentals? Oh, it's a missed shot. He wasn't flashed, and a re-peek into Immer's AK, a death sentence, a double from Immer into the site. More and more looking like a certainty. It ends in round 17. The site is lost. Your advantage too. Ahead of the flames is Alex. And Bit knows exactly your reaction. Counters you pushed up in the corner. Essential, the next victim. Caught pushing back, and that is that. 13-4. That is convincing. The discrepancy in experience, in firepower, in fundamentals on display. Bait ripped apart map one.
The conversation hasn't changed. The 2-1 game back, NAVI versus Bait to make it into stage 3. That was domination from Wonderful and Bit. Well, Makazi showed up this time round, and it's an average.
Closes at 2-0 and guarantee their spot in the playoffs. We're going into game.
Train looked very comfortable, a wonderful T-side impact. 6 rounds versus Vitality. They definitely demonstrate an affinity for the map and its fundamentals. And for Bait, Hedrick just saying, we got to shoot him, which is probably where you should start. It didn't look like there was much of that on Ancient. Des thinks it sends here on Train.
I can't be any clearer about this. They need pistols and they need them now. Okay, well, more sarcasm in the ranks as here we go.
Okay, let's see if that pistol can come through. It would have been, it's a necessary stepping stone, and they fall back perfectly. Kensazor, that bloodlust costs him, and Essential looks like he's about to walk straight into the Glock bullet of Alexi. Messy tracking, and Essential nails it. Low HP for Alex, a quick one from Imet. No, NPL, it looks like he's going to suffer the same fate as Kensazor there. Same rounding the corner with the dual Berettas. Imet's got another one in his sights. Oh, doesn't hit it. Swings on into NPL though anyway. Well, consolation prize.
Yeah, if you can't take that one, you'll definitely scoop up the pop kill. Number advantage now. Essential low, Hedrick floating close in Z. So Bit is just chilling with the bomb while Wonderful and Immer try and take a bit of space. Now, Wonderful has this smoke. Could be camera, could be connector. Could be Hedrick.
Yeah, an opportunity if he gets this cleanly. Oh, he hasn't. Now position noted. He's getting closed in on. This is going to be really hard to track. Yeah, well played by NAVI.
Now that smoke goes into Con. Essential can't really come through this. You'll hear them start to plant. Oh, they're not going to pivot again, are they? 35 seconds, clearing the flank. They know this is the B defender.
A fake, hoping that he was going to try a smoke walk. Ime is going to housekeep that and reposition. Essential dismounting silently.
Smoke's fading now.
And it's a tough crossfire to break. Ime and Wonderful, they'd both have to miss their shots or overlook his walk, catch a timing maybe. Essential's coming through. And Ime, he's already for it. Massive impact on the pistol. Another pistol does not go Bait's way.
Yeah, so the 3 pistols so far. Makazi got a 4K, Lex got a 3K, Emma got a 4K.
Yeah.
So they're just handling them right now.
Quadra kill.
Oh dear. Well, give it a go on the force buy, I suppose. Scout for head trick. MP9s for 3 and MPL with a 5-7.
Damn.
Just adding multi-kills to the highlight reels of their major campaign so far, and the woes continue for Bait. I think it is even worse if you look at the head-to-head last time round, because the comebacks for Bait happened late within the first halves, and then they slathered on a couple of rounds, almost exactly what we saw in Ancient. It was like, okay, they're getting owned, and then they make it look like it's a reasonable half with 8-4, but it's still all about NAVI.
And I'm most interested in the SMG purchase of Bit, and MP5 makes a reappearance.
Feels like they'd have a bit of fun as well as take that playoff spot. Scout in the backtracks of B, Ascenthio up close and personal.
Smoke towards camera position in deep Z. Head trick, you have to hit this first one. Unable to connect that first bullet, now slipping out, losing teammates. Ascenthio just the one. Long range cover from Wonderful, even without the AWP, he's there to provide it. This time the Galil secures the site for NAVI.
Okay, hold on to your upgrades. Maybe see if you can find something as NAVI leave the site, but that's 2-0. Now, they dominated in the opening kill department last map. NAVI was 14-3. They'd have got one early on the board here, but this one doesn't result within a round. So tough. You didn't cause a skirmish. You didn't have the stack against the set piece over towards the B bomb side, and you're down 2-0 now. You will get the double dip with these saves. MP9, the 5-7, and unless Makazi can rip them away. Now, it looks like he's been given a liberty to search on the MAC-10. Always
a player's favorite moment.
This is a tough crossfire to break. If he gets anything right now, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's supposed to.
It's trying to wallbang through the floor there. And, well, the line drawn in the sand, Makazi knows. Blades trained in well. Doesn't give anything over. And everybody holds on to their guns, so NAVI off to the desired start for the desired result. A couple of upgrades again behind the saves, but the rifles will come out into the next. Let's see if Bait can just make this a little bit chaotic, cause the comms of NAVI to be stressed. There's a nice nade, lands on the Kenzizor.
It's not going to stop him though. Shortcomings on the pistol with this push.
Ascenthio can play through high ramp as well on contact.
Yeah, and Alexi B is just going to go stampeding in.
Flash.
Team flash is awkward, and so is the double kill. With Kenzizor and MPL's out, but Alex on the flank had Makaze dead to right. Couldn't quite hit the burst. Makaze's given NAVI a bit of a firmer stance.
He can't pivot back through pop right now. Obviously, we can see it's blocked, and not the numbers to do so. As they sit, they wait, they hope that there's more aggression. Makaze is going to lurk Ivy, so could get caught by Hedrick's stray bullet.
Ooh, yeah. Just a flash of thigh.
And Hedrick's going to try and chase him down here, so slowly waltzing after him. Makaze will not be out of the line of fire.
And there it is. Makaze going down, a belated death and trade from Hedrick into Ascenthial's Desert Eagle. You got to hit one of these or live. That's a good option too. NPL swings on in. Oh, goes for the transfer. Ascenthial snappy with the Desert Eagle. Not one, but two.
Hey, the NAVI jersey comes off and the Bait one shown. Nice round there from Ascenthial. They were actually able to get in the position to cause some chaos, and it's through an unforced error. So a miscom on this. Alexi swings out, stays in the open, wouldn't the team flash. That allows Kenzizor to find the opener even after the nade damage to Ascenthial. He had some moments on Ancient, and some stunners of shots right there to get the first on the board. Beautiful work. That's more than make it stressful, those odds.
Very stressful.
Oh dear. All right, can NAVI course correct?
Right. That separates the good from the great is when there is that unforced error. You quickly return to your winning ways, look no further than Vitality. Ooh, Lexi getting caught with nades. Covering fire is there. NPL swings on out. So many bodies on his screen, he can't handle it. Overwhelmed.
This tells me that they don't believe they can play against an execute. The only reason that you're trying to stifle them over towards box holes is because if they execute B, you don't think you can hold on, and Emma will grab another, a triple kill within the round. Hedrick and Ascenthio asking themselves, where did this all go wrong?
Oh, that was geeky. You see him talking rapidement? That was really interesting. Back turn jumping, like using your teammate as cover. Oh, that's a nice one back, Hedrick.
Just go B now.
Ascenthio, oh, he's been caught out completely there. Is Immer on for 4?
And immediately they're starting to hunt. They know where Hedrick was. And think that he should be saving the AWP. Give it a go into the next. So immediately, Immer, Wonderful, and Bit spring to action. Crowd wants the A, so I don't think if we continue in this direction, Imma's going to be the closest to it. Hedrick in the backtracks for now. Alexi has to stay relatively close to the bomb just in case. So maybe, just maybe, Immer will be on for the ace.
Oh, he could be. I think his back is turned. Hedrick does deny the ace. A victory in its own right.
Yeah, but he still might lose this ult. Wonderful's over towards Ivy now.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Chad. Yeah, that's the orb gone. See ya later. Mihai's in the server. Quick quad. Ready up to 9. So the multi-kill already. 2 rounds from Immer.
So over on Ancient, they only managed to get consecutive rounds at the tail end of that first map. I'm going to go back and reflect as well on what happened in their previous head-to-head, the 2-0 game in stage 2.
I think not only your summation of being scared to be executed on and so wanting to bring the fight forward, combined with what we heard from, you know, Stiko, that they just need, they're trying to tell themselves that it's about aim duels, it's about winning fights. It's led to this kind of aggressive stance, but for NAVI, what a luxury, right? Like, you're on the T side.
The fight's coming to you.
And you don't even have to, like, put that plan into motion. It's, oh, we've got a man advantage, we've got a 2-man advantage.
And I feel like they probably got a bit of confirmation bias from how it went on the ladder buy because of the team flash under Alexi's like, well, it worked that time, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Right, oh, here we go. It's always blue, isn't it? I saw someone in the crowd yesterday opened a knife.
I saw Mouse's Twitter.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it wasn't
crazy.
on stream.
No.
They were getting sniped from up in the stands. But obviously the odds are low. We all know that. But you think when you come to a major, you get a bit of a buff, right?
That's what
you
I'm
walk
saying.
in the building, there's the aura.
Geolocation.
Yeah, Valve know.
Yep.
They unlock your accounts.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's not real, just to make sure everyone understands.
Yeah, that's
in jest. All right, tech issue sorted. Back in the server.
A saved AWP.
Oh, he lost it. That's a board AWP.
That's a board AWP. Wonderful took it away. You're absolutely right. Whoops. Okay. Interesting choice.
Well, with 2,400, he'd be able to buy again into the next, right? So giving himself something to give it a crack with.
How much of a crack out main is there? Double molly E-box just facilitates him out. Lots of pistols behind that sandwich smoke, and he's not scared to take that brawl. Spamming away at him.
He's low.
He is low, very susceptible to spray, but so are they. Bit gets 2 through the smoke, leaping out, looking for him. Cover is there, and it is just a brawl. Save simulator for Hedrick. Let's see if he does better this time.
Yeah, this is where the investment feels like it's a bit of a waste, doesn't it? So at least they don't know that it's in play. There's always that. Hasn't fired a bullet within this round. If you're Alex as well, you want to stay alive for as long as you can to just make sure you act as a bit of a buffer as a bodyguard. So the bomb's down now. We'll start counting down from 40. Maybe that's what the crowd could do. When the bomb gets planted, they all just start counting down.
I mean, why not?
I didn't mean like right now.
But,
But,
like a Sesame Street type thing,
yeah.
You know? 1, 2. Hedrick, have you got this AW?
Oh no, come on,
no,
mate.
what's up?
Ah, dear.
Alex finding Wonderful something. Is Hedrick getting away with this?
Haven't sprung after him. He needs to head for the hills right now.
Okay, he's escaped.
There is a way out.
But already 40 rounds.
Yeah.
That's that double from Beer. I mean, kind of truly boxed in on the new box.
Yeah, desperation there from MPO. I know he's low. I'm taking him down with me.
I'm going.
All right, all retains, rifles out. No defuse kits. Are they going to pipe through Pomp again? Kenzizor and MPL were charging in that direction, but they've slowed their roll. Heavy aggression from Alex and Hedrick.
Where Senthiel doesn't choose to try and return the favor. Bullet tracer bullets through the smoke.
So this time they are allowing the XQ to come through. Hedrick's going to get this IV information, see if he can catch Makazi throwing nades.
And there it is. More than that, catches him just up, crab walking off.
That'll force you into the BXQ or a B fake, and then to pipe through pop.
Opening kill. Hasn't always indicated a bait finish and a bait round. Senthiel hears that dismount.
You two being lined up. Remember, if you can get Wonderful in the space.
Oh, he did such a good shift yesterday.
40 seconds. Hoping for an over-rotational reaction right now, but they will have to hit B. A little bit more util for a second wave. Blocked on low ramp for now. Juggling the nades. Oh, throwing the AWP by accident there, so another sound cue. There's still only 2 players on the site.
Yeah, where's that rotation? They think it's a fake. Senthiel is going to have an opportunity here. Alexi B not looking. Traded out by B8. Oh, it's that double again. B8 this time up against the gun, finds 2. Need that. Gets Kenzazor as well. Sharp shots. Take the site. Alex and Hedrick are going to try and find a way back in. The AWP perhaps composted. Bit's taking a heavy lick of damage, trying to get that bomb down. Nades coming in. Safe and sound. Oh, Alex brought down a quad kill. Will he find the ace? Imer was denied. Hedrick's going to once again be playing this safe simulator. An elimination match. A spot in the playoffs for the victor, and B8 just looking for silver linings at this point.
It doesn't look good at all, to be an understatement of the century right now. Hedrick looking to get away again. Great shooting there for a bit. Senthiel just loses track as they come out high ramp, don't they? You know, he gets the first, can be a different situation altogether, but unable to correct into more. And 5-1, so obviously we talk about this being a CT dominant map, but NAVI have already gotten what they're looking for. Now it's just about how quick and easy can they make it. Another player to get a multi-kill.
Yeah, they're far.
So just take your turn. Okay, so crosshair gets drawn, then Bid just swings out, and they're essentially lined up for the double. Doesn't have to adjust his crosshair too far. And some sharp shooting from the 2-time Major champ.
Don't worry about the chat, Budapest, excuse me. Oof. They're a bunch of onliners.
All right, well, Ivy pressure, Alex. Will need some support.
He will. Significant help required.
Hedrick's on the bomb train, it's not too far away. We saw this against Vitality yesterday. NAVI are very good at getting out Ivy.
And already spamming away his full magazine. That's a big pick. Hedrick's removed him at the threat from Olof. Relinquished. Backtrack's fully seized, flying that NAVI flag. Bit can kind of pincer in, he's held though. Nice find, NPL with that pop control. Extends B8's advantage in pursuit of their second.
Now they're boxed in, right? They have to hope the fights come their way, otherwise this becomes difficult. Hedrick over towards CT spawn, Alex over towards Hell.
They've got a little bit of time on their side, so no hurry.
None of these are good fights, though.
No, absolutely not. But I know Makaze and his clears could be tough for Alex if Makaze's diligent, which he is. Alex nails it, though. Unfavorable fight, 1 out. Alex finds himself a free upgrade.
All right, call this the second round. This one is done. Don't see any way for them to get back into this at all as Hedrick went to the tally, and it is just going to be wonderful. Waltzing around into the AWP, and that was over as soon as they got out and their 2 extremity players died. There was no way you're winning that.
Good start.
You would have to be throwing at that point to have given that one away, B8. So you had all the advantages in all those fights. Conversation again becomes about consecutive. Seeing the buy starting to take shape. It's a Galil for Makazi. Bit can get in with an AK. There's one available for Imer and Wonderful as well. Alexia's going to have to operate with something a little bit lighter. So a little bit ropey, but could be much worse as Blake gets on the mic. Remember, Madden, in case you are just joining us, coach of B8, no longer with the team. I believe the visa has expired, so they're flying by the seat of their pants right now.
Yeah, I mean, the contrast was already quite high as far as the coaching goes, but then you go from having Blade on one side and no one on the other. I mean, that just, it's only going to exacerbate your problems.
Yeah, and I think once you know, it's the classic adage, you can't see the forest for the trees. It's always nice to have the coach there because he can kind of see everything from more of an objective stance and maybe come up with some fresher ideas.
Looks like we are going to get that wonderful AWP.
Okay, so Bits, I believe, dropped that one across to Wonderful. Alexi's just going to operate with the Tech 9. They've got enough utility to work with here, so what type of pace on this round? You're going to want to give Wonderful's AWP a chance to work in. After that one, should be feeling a little bit of confidence, Bay. You handled that one.
Flash and run boost, just slingshotting Wonderful across.
It's a double AWP on the CT side.
Yeah, Alex has got his in a forward position on the Ivy side. He's Molotoved himself. That's a bit weird. And him, in the meantime, has spammed Kensizor through the smoke, just at the back of that red train. Alex, attention drawn by the EMF frag. Both of the AWPs are searching, not what you want to see from Headtrick. And now EMF just feigning that aggression. Hoping that leads to Wonderful getting something with his scope. Oh, Bit walks straight into Essential for a freebie. That's a massive one. Clawback kill for free.
The upgrade, and now it really limits the options, right? I think if they'd grouped up and worked together, Bit just trying to take a bit of a chance on that one on his own. So a hero play, assuming that there may have been a massive rotation after that initial dent made in towards Yard. That's not to be the case. So now this becomes a whole lot tougher for Navi to call back in with.
Yeah, not going to be comfortable.
So Emma looking to play through Pomp. The rest of them congregated now around main, and they're worried about somebody pushed up close and personal. We can see that's not the case. Back a bomb connector and in the backtracks, these double AWPs. Not too many smokes to constrict them, so there is a chance right now for them to light up the scoreboard.
Something they wanted to focus on, shooting harder. MPL's doing just that. Oh, and Alex is there for the next. Missed shot punished. Makase very quick to find a response.
He's on the pop flank.
He's going to hold it. Getting that bomb down, puts Wonderful into that clutch. This is where Wonderful can do some of his best work. And Makase, despite that low HP, is ready to biff, ready to brawl. Peeking into the orbit of his shot. Getting weird now. No bullets. Need Wonderful in the clutch. Makes good on his promise onto Essential. It's Headtrick versus Wonderful. A smoke dribbled on top of the bomb. Makes life difficult for an AWP when he hears that diffused sound. Opting for the rifle and jumping into his jaws. Yeah. Wonderful clutches up.
Not when you give it to him like that. He's been hitting a hot streak here in Budapest. Has that of Wonderful. Add another clutch to the tally. Beautiful work. This is the chance to have consecutive rounds. That conversation continues.
Yeah.
And Wonderful just looking casual with it. You're jumping high. He's plucking you out of the sky. And Wonderful. Beautiful work for Navi's 6th.
Yeah, the Makase double, very quick succession. That's a frustrating one. They really felt like that was theirs for the taking.
Especially when they're crawling Yard late and there's no smokes. You can see how easy it was for the MPO and Alex first kill, but the Makase double back, that's the difference maker.
And it looks like Blade is actually calling a timer because that round did get close.
I'm pretty sure that's the second within this half, right? So one remaining. So it looks like it is more stressful than the scoreline suggests at the moment. If Blade's taking 2 timeouts within 8 rounds of play, he wants to make sure that they hold on to this. And understandably so. This was a conversation we had about Vitality when they were owning in their best of ones. You don't want to get too many steps ahead of yourself, especially in a 2-2 game. Yes. Right? Because if you start giving away some rounds, players start getting tilted. Blade's job is to mitigate that, is to make sure that doesn't creep in. Boys, eye on the prize, right? If this is an easy game, let's make it look like one. Don't take those chances. Go through what we practiced. Lots of block smokes, right? You're counting these out. This is a conversation that is had. The in-game leader gets the information. Okay, we're counting through the amount of smokes they've used to block. How many do they have left? Well, still 3, but 2 of them out simultaneously.
Good angle for this. Feels destined for one. Oh, baited. Quick little stutter step.
They're coming through.
They're just charging at him. Flashes were there, but so's the shot from Headtrick. Essential's head exposed. Ima brings him down. Kensizor activates from the Pop Dog side. Oh, wonderful. Quick tracking. It's up to Alex. First is found, comes at a heavy price. 10 HP, ducks him down, and it's an Alex round!
Doing it all, nades in hand, swinging into the final kill, and it was an eruption of excitement out of Na'Vi. They surge through the flames at high ramp. They try and punish over towards B. The flank comes in quick, damage done, and Alex wins a massive clutch. Again, it's spotty. Again, we're looking for consecutive, but this one felt like NAVI's. Those kills come in, they go to plant default. Alex has everything he desires. The nade and the pivot into Imma, it all happened in the blink of an eye, and the round falls apart.
Disbelief on the face of NAVI, and the same actually for Bait. What a clutch from Alex.
They're just going towards B again. This one's fast, they'll go through this.
Okay, it's a test. Alex swings on in. Opportunity for that multi. Good find on the first, a second as well before he runs dry of bullets, and they've repelled the invaders. Comfortable until Wonderful and his Desert Eagle. Held by the AWP, that's what you want to see. Navi's pace change. Alexi at least makes it a little more costly, but there's Hedrick just picking up those final few stragglers.
And trying to do it with pace as well, so they have to take an eco now. There's an opportunity for Bait to tie the half up at 6-6. If Blade was taking those timeouts to try and mitigate the frustrations, I think they're brewed after they lost that 1v3.
It happened in the blink of an eye.
Those are the type of rounds that you can win to get under their skin.
That's something they failed to do on Ancient.
Odds still blown out, understandably so. But salvaging a half and showing a bit of fight. Regardless of what happens to here Bait in this series, it's been a major run to remember.
Oh, I mean, when you listed all of the teams they've taken down, how many VRS points they've managed to farm up over the course of this tournament, heads can be held high regardless of results today. Perfect pre-aim for this. Simultaneous run boost and a wonderful peek.
Oh.
This shot.
Failure to launch on the run boost. But they're just looking right now to try and be a nuisance, aren't they? Just have a deagle and a flash. Tough to lose a round like this. You have to give the opportunities over. And then Navi have to be in the right place to even take them. Okay, this is where misinformation might come into play. There's nothing on the side, nobody's peeking through. As long as someone stays with the Senthiel, they should be good to lock this down. Alexi flashes.
Oh, it flashes deep. Kensizor does go down. The Senthiel's there, didn't lose his vision. Couple more kills than Navi were expecting. They get 2.
Nice move, though, considering the circumstances. Let's see if they can walk away with the half lead, Navi, or if Bait's hard work is going to be 4 consecutive rounds. I think that'll be the best they've had on any map against Navi so far.
Comes off the back of a nice clutch.
Yeah, he made it look easy, didn't he? And that's all it takes. All right, well, we're on double AWPs again. Alex and Hedrick wielding those. Wonderful not bringing one in for the final round of play of this half. Let's see
Forward
Navi.
stance to start for Hedrick.
You pull your socks up. Hedrick straight in.
Straight into it. Little Molodoy action maybe. Whoa, it's actually Alex. Quick to Makaze. They wanted to apply some pressure Ivy instead. Alex has put Makaze in an early grave. That's a 4-10 scoreline for Makaze.
They're starting to play like they've got nothing to lose, don't they, Bait? This is what you want to see. A bit more pep at the step, a few more risks taken, not being so cagey. On Ancient, they were getting dominated in the opening kill department. Now they're on top here on Train.
Oh yeah, it's Imma. He's very comfortable in this fight, and there's another example. Kensizor can't catch a break in that head-to-head. Deep main smoke.
Yeah, but because of the lurk, it's okay. Emma's going to use this.
He is, and this back's turned at the moment, slipping through towards Olof. It's Bit, getting swung on. NPL executes him. Alex over the top of the smoke. He's brought down by Imma, but he needs a whole lot more where that came from. And Hedrick just happy to biff, happy to brawl. It's wonderful in the clutch. And he's got NPL in his sights. Hedrick doesn't reveal his position. He was up close and personal. Wonderful and audible. Where are you going, Hedrick? What's going on? And now he knows where Senthiel is too. Oh, just takes the jewel. Happy to fight. Senthiel securing a tied game. 4 consecutive from Bait.
B8 are on their 19th map of this major run. They have to be depleted, but now it's time to dig deep. One final challenge. Sure, you're up against a big name, some names you respect, but if you're ever going to leave it all out there, now's the time to do it. Alex inspiring the team to a 6-6 half. The pistols still elude them. Now would be the perfect time to pick one up and restore some confidence. Can you take this the distance? Can you push NAVI to a third? Can you make them work for a spot in the playoffs?
The trap is set. In with the contact piece, StarLadder was caught. Oh, he sees the whole team. They're out in the corner. There's Wonderful doing what he couldn't. Unloads his mag, swaps one out, has bullets, 12 to work with, forced away by the flame. It was Bit, pulls back from the high ramp, not interested in that fight, but it's actually Alexi catching dinks on the low ramp. Good tracking from Bit, double kill, awkward, and there it is. Another pistol for NAVI.
Oh, mate, once I see Alexi get goosed in that situation, I think he's just going to have one of those games. Only one kill to his name coming up to that moment. He gets the second there to close down the pistol. That's 4 from 4 in this series. That's 8 from 8 in the head-to-head against B8 at the Major. And that's a win condition confirmed. Well, Kenzazor wants to go out with some fun, doesn't he? Brings in the revolver. They're going 5 Ivy. And Alexi's having a tough time. Let's see if we can find him, shall we?
The 5e call.
The fact he's even got it equipped. What's he sacrificing to have the revolver equipped?
That's a lot of damage. That's not ideal, head trick.
Okay. Well, the idea was interesting.
Yeah.
Are they smiling at least?
One can only hope. And you talked about, you know, these potential second halves for B8 where they can sometimes just disappear after clawing it back, making it competitive. Whoopsie daisy. Well, little to the right.
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't think they were really aiming for the round win anyway.
They are smiling. Okay, all right.
That's good.
Now, the vibe's not completely ruined.
T-side train, huh? See, everyone can. It happens to everyone.
Yeah, right. Hands are easy to miss, especially in a high-pressure game. Okay, McCarthy's going to get this main control. Giving it for free. Alex is still over towards T-spawn, so team flash. So everything's walking a little bit wonky right now in terms of the U2 department. Bit and Imma playing retake B, but now that Imma's rotated over, they might want to entrench themselves. Wonderful's also coming, so they're reading the play. They've got the booked right now. McCarthy's just taken down Alex there on the lurk towards main, so 4v5. They have to go to the B site.
Yeah, and already they've managed to batten down the hatches here.
Another misnade.
Another wonky smoke. Parting in clean headshot, Kenzazor. StarLadder doing everything they need to. Double entry from Kenzazor. And a clean headshot from NPL.
That's going to be a super frustrating round just because of all those missed pieces of utility, and especially that over towards B. That smoke's destined to block low ramp, and he gets blocked by his teammate. The smoke doesn't get thrown properly. It spills forward, and then he dies like that. So NAVI just showing a little bit of stress in this moment, is trying to blend in. Here's Alexi, just this MP9 to hold on to, and well, B8, they break through in the first rifle round. So
thank you, says Alexi. StarLadder delivers him an AK upgrade. But B8 have themselves their first round on this T side early doors.
Yeah, so because they didn't do any damage against the, well, when they were on eco, it does allow NAVI to get in with a strong buy again, especially now that the AK has been saved. And we've seen NAVI be able to bounce back most of the time until Alex has a massive 1v3. So now, man disadvantage, 4v5 B execute. Yeah, right, yes. Those are the frustrations I'm talking about. Let's start turning into a bit of contempt and you get a bit of an issue. Gank in the class in NAVI. 4 major winners in this roster. McCarthy major rookie. What a contrast.
He's He's a nice aggressive piece, surrounded by experience. Just 18 years of age.
Immediate main control's huge. This time, no piece helping Bit. It was Imma last time. It have to be wonderful. He's at the back of the bomb train. They have Brownwall's controls, we can see with X-Ray. So they are just going to line up this time for a 5-man B execute. Bit, you don't have anybody to get in your way, but you still need to deliver something. Wonderful coming over.
Different setup this time. Bay looking for that same result.
They're giving them the space.
Yeah, let them have it. Acting bigger than they are. Block, util up. And an angle around that edge of the smoke is tantalizingly close. There's NPL onto Wonderful. Bit goes down, and Bait take another round.
Na'Vi disintegrate right there. They were playing retake. They even stalled them out, pushing up street, but still the shots are found, and Bait, this is great. We're going to tie things up, 8-8. Makazi just looking to hold on to this. He's going to be able to take down Ascenthiel, sure, but it's not going to be for the round. They could start prying in his direction, make sure they're not able to carry this through and not able to course correct. So last time you can maybe blame some missed pieces of utility. This time, you can only credit Bait for just breaking in. 5-man B execute.
I mean, we saw those frustrations from Bit in the previous round. I imagine they're only going to compound now. How quickly this goes wrong. Wonderful, just owned by NPL, and Ascenthiel managing to find some really nice composure just around the edge of that smoke.
Second one's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. It's going to be the eco now behind this save down 4. Remember, Blade took 2 tactical timeouts in the first half.
Yeah, so he's going to show restraint with the last.
I think use the last into the next CT rival round and say, boys, what's going on? Let's just pull up our socks right now.
Absolutely.
Odds have gotten a little bit closer, sure, but I need a whole lot more convincing. This is Navi's map to lose. And they are showing some speed wobbles right now. Bit of lurky pressure, some flashes from the CTs to get some space and information. It's all just part of the early pressure out of Bait. Alex is hanging around. The rest of the team has left him as they start to pivot. And as they walk forward, Alex...
How many is he getting?
Well, Alexi should be free.
Yeah, there's a bit of spacing, though, between him and the last. They will group up, go together. Oh, Messi on the track. Didn't find that first bullet, so yeah, he will go down.
The
rifle's here. The rifle's here. Makaze one. Dips away, still alive and kicking. Image trying to chip in, keep trying to distract, trying to pull attention, but it's NPL. Does enough. Running up street, finding Makaze.
Both in through high ramp, still giving this a look.
Oh, he had the angle, just falls away to throw it and replenish the smoke. Wonderful a bit, get in. Further forward, but then perhaps they anticipate.
They're not ready for this.
They're not. Wonderful, we're going to have a back turned here. Kensizor a free frag. Getting really weird now. Kensizor and NPL have to be able to pull this across the line. Don't forget, it's a 10-second defuse. I think NPL's done enough with this round-the-world maneuver. Oh, not if Bit hits that. Weird for Kensizor. How does he pull this one off? A nade and swing with the smoke, covering fire from Bit. A 10-second defuse, big stop. And down his ass. Turning it around in NAVI. One saved rifle.
Okay, if they were starting to doubt, if they were starting to get worried, that is one way to get back into things. An eco victory with a saved M4.
Crazy.
You can see Alexi just getting fired up immediately off the back of that. As soon as Makazi goes down, you think it's all over. There's just absolutely no way back in, but it's that one moment, getting that smoke out to cover off Con, allows the gap. They both get through high round. Wonderful. Lears up Oil, gets the kill back a bomb, and Bit hits some stunners.
Just as belief returned to the ranks of Bait. Around the causes a vacuum of confidence. Oh, especially when you go swinging into him.
Surely they just group up and go for a B execute again. Worked twice before, why not? One more crack of it. You've got the nades to do so. Molly smokes, flashes, all posted at range, but will there be a lurk smoke? Ascenthiel doesn't have one. Would love to get donated by one of his teammates, so this is going to be heavy down low ramp here with the way this is all posturing forward. It'll be ahead of the Flames.
Very offensive position from Bit. He's going to get flashed off the line. An audible dismount and a nice shot hit Orb finds the first. Quick back from Kenzazor. Wonderful dips down.
Makazi's flank's the key.
You're right. He is locking the door behind them. Wonderful gets flashed off. It's surely going to get hook booked, but there's that Makaze trade. Reveals his position. Hedrick goes looking, finds nothing but misery at the hands of Makaze. Alexi B goes down, but NAVI, they step up. 10 rounds, 2 consecutive back-to-back after Bait's response. That's going to hurt.
You see there, it's an opening kill that is the difference maker. This is how it should have gone, or at least how NAVI felt it should have gone when they had the 5v4 advantage last time. Makaze well-timed on the flank. You're still getting some great output of the likes of Wonderful and Imma. Wonderful with 19, Imma with 18. So fragging up a Storm. And they've got their eyes set on those playoffs. They know that the money is flatlined on the other side, so an 11th should be theirs. And yeah, licking their lips right now. Bit of support in the crowd for Bait. Everyone loves an underdog.
And, you know, stepping up. An extra stage than they're used to.
And they've given us something to talk about, haven't they? They've definitely delivered here on Train with some magic moments, but is it going to be enough to push this one the distance? Mirage, the third and decider.
Yeah, it's getting a couple of further steps away now.
Charging into main against pistols. That's a risky move, if you ask me.
Especially, yeah, when you get flashed off. Makaze's not playing scared, though.
I don't think that's in his dictionary.
Backing his aim.
Well, they know he's trapped. You got to move, Alex.
And he won't be getting away.
All right, well, they're just destined to be blended up right now. Obviously, with this level of investment, it is just about siphoning out any CT util. Seeing if they can stifle in towards this B bomb site. Bit and Imma would love a couple more eeks. Who's going to get him?
Setup looks strong for Bit to profit. Imma's the one to steal away the double, maybe a triple. Caught on the ladder. Bit awkward. P250 from Hedrick's getting run at. He's trying to chase him down. Imma gets himself a 3K. Guns will be coming back out, but chances running thin for Bait. And their stay here in Budapest. Back-to-back timeouts called by the T side. Obviously no coach on the mic. It is just a moment to catch your breath, right? Reflect. Compose yourselves.
Need the 3 consecutive just to tie things up. You need 2 consecutive to break the money. So there's the bar that's been set. It's going to be difficult to get into this when the only thing that's worked for you have been B executes, and I'm sure that NAVI have started to work out how they can solve the issues on that side of the map. Now, is there a change there? Do they want to try and use the AWP to lock down brown walls? Do they want to push up through pop? They've been doing a lot of main plays, right? They've been going in there, grabbing all that control very early, whether it's Imma, whether it's Makaze. That's been a consistent force. And then Debate go for a change. They think, okay, well, they are going to be expecting that player over towards B. Do we want to try and put pressure elsewhere? Do we want to have a gear shift? Right, we know that they're coming close E-box. They want to fight. If we pop out, we might be able to catch them off guard.
What is the opening gambit? What does this young squad come up with to try and
This is the outside split through pop. And Wonderful, if he can't post up, they'll be in his face. This is going to be tough.
Especially with him as support, though. He is their high flyer. Caught looking at the wall. 2 from Imma. Cheeky. The death of Wonderful. Not going to hurt so much.
That tells you what the strat is most likely going to be. The fact that they were post up, ready to come out, pop, and now everybody else is likely going to be looking to pipe out of main. So at the moment, this one has just been taken away from them.
Especially cheeky because you know you've killed 2 people pop. It's unlikely there's going to be a whole lot more. You can take that space and it makes it even more difficult for that exit main.
As soon as they clear out all of this box holes, it'll free up Bit for the rotation as well. So they are just worried about the Ivy leak. Alexi has that. They're letting them simmer over towards main for now. Bit's going to go up higher up and clear that out, so then they have all that territory you were just talking about, and Makaze can come back and now worry about the main leak. So sector clear. Bit now rotates. Alexi versus Hedrick on Ivy.
might catch him here. Hedrick just makes it past the line. Makaze one and done. It's an important one back from Kensizor. Hedrick's gotta find Alexi clean here. Looking destined to do it! Double! Just like that from Hedrick! Little magic.
Coming through this.
And he's swinging on out, covering fine. He's good. It is. It's Hedrick. Late arrival from Ivy. Massive multi-kill to keep the Bait hopes and dreams of a third map alive and kicking.
Okay, that's a number disadvantage situation again, and another T-side round. That's 2 out of the 3 that they've been able to convert in this second half, where they have not had the man advantage. That's a Hedrick moment, isn't it? You see here, it just lines up perfectly for him. Alexi, he was aware that there could have been the possibility to slip out Ivy, but just wasn't expecting that swing in his face. And then knowing that Imma was in pop, they just locked him out. Remember, 2 consecutive to break the money.
And here it comes. Early fight, yeah, Makaze. Oh, this is going to get chaotic. Just gets owned by Alex. 666. That number of the beast. Nade back. He catches that. Big spread of bullets from the FAMAS of Bit. Is Alexi B. Got 2 on his screen, and he takes them both down. Awkward now. NPL position noted. Wonderful spotted towards the camera. Alexi B is going to feast. Look how much it means to him. A quad kill to put 12 on the board. Navi are 1 round away from the major playoffs.
Okay, letting out a roar right there. Alexi with his biggest moment yet of this map, up to 9 kills now.
God, that was such a brawl. That one's over before Bait can even screw their heads back on.
And this time they start with the number advantage, right? We'll get the double out of Alex to start off towards main. Nate comes in, Bit gets 1. Alexi plays around the smoke on the fade, perfect. And then MPL is stuck in a tough situation here between 2 fights, and Alexi just creeps on down. Well, this is likely the final round that Bait will play at the major.
All they can do is their best. No regrets, put it all on the line. It's MPL versus Wonderful. Quick shot from the sniper.
They're into B.
NPL has to watch this one. Bit playing cheeky forward position. Oh, wow, he still gets 1. Essential loses his head, but Bait gained the sight.
No quick rotation right now. They need to constrict connector. They don't know they have the space.
Wonderful will rotate through that connector. Alex a forward position as well. He's going to try and play as a disruptive force. They don't have the number advantage, but he can change that right here and now. It's Makaze and Alexi. A double kill from Alex could change it all, but he goes on down. Harder now. 3 members of Bait watching Kensizor and Hedrick try and extend their stay in Budapest. Imma,
that's the kit.
That's the headshot, that's the kit. That kill from Kensizor with time so low, it looks like they might see another round after all. There's no time for Alexi. Running him down with a USP, and they see another.
Oh, they keep just pulling off these rounds. Another B hit, trading into the site. And Navi, they thought they had it. They thought that was all theirs.
Kensizor.
More Counter-Strike to be played, and those finances, they are broken.
Late into the piece, Janet. Not looking great for a Navi, 13th in the next.
You know that you can push this into overtime right now. Imma has the kit. Now it's spilled over low ramp. The retake back in. It's tough. You're having to break through this. They're pushed up. They're pressed in your face. They're hitting some shots as Navi take the eco. They'll take that 1900 loss bonus going into the next, and they'll have what will be a tough bite, but it will be a bite. So, but the Counter-Strike that Navi played yesterday against Vitality, you'd say they deserve the playoffs. Well, they're having to earn it against Bait. Not going down without a fight. This is what you want to see from the youngest team at the major. Bit of grit, bit of determination. This was not all for naught. You don't want to go out with a whimper. You don't want to go down to an eco.
Yeah, it can't be like that. Always threatening with Wonderful's Desert Eagle. Couple of bits of nades. It's going to be the flashbang from Bit. Makaze only a USP walking up close. Imma the P250. And that's the flurry of frags Bait needed.
Beautiful. They were prepared for that type of a play. So the fact that Bait walk away with such a clean round, that's going to keep the confidence flowing as Alexi just goes wandering elsewhere. That is 11. And this is even not a map. It is still a breakthrough for Bait. In the Stage 2 games, they got blown out. In the first map of this one, they got blown out. And right now, they are putting up a fight. Just one more round to force us into overtime. Will Navi clinch it? But only 1,900 as the loss bonus coming into the next.
So it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, the cash you can see on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, add 1,900 on top of that. They get no kills, so nothing extra.
A couple of extra bullets from Kensisor's AK there.
Yeah, so right now this is sketchy. You're going to be able to bring out a couple of M4s, but you're going to have util lacking, or you're going to have to bring out FAMASs or SMGs. And then do you want to operate with something called in because of that lighter buy? Now Blade, remember he took time. Oh, it's actually going to be a bait timeout, excuse me.
Ooh, Blade gets a luxury.
Yeah, and he could take back-to-back if he really wanted, give himself an extra 30 seconds to talk this one through. But keep in mind, it is going to be lighter in firepower or lighter in utility. So do you want to shove and be a little bit more aggressive and try and win the round in the opening gambit, or do you want to just keep going through the motions you have been? Take this main control, find an opening pick, play through pump, get the frags. You have been getting openings in these rounds, but still, BATE are able to battle back in, and the B bomb site has been a relative weakness. I think 3 or 4 of the rounds that they've won have been converted over towards the B bomb site. To Alexi, he's just going to take an MP9. There'll be 3 M4s, 1 FAMAS. Last investment's coming through. No defuse kit. The bomb goes down. BATE have a real chance to push this into OT.
Fighting tooth and nail for their major life.
Wonderful's throwing the main util.
Having the time of their life.
Same strike they tried earlier.
Okay, this time they're walking out though. Wonderful. He needs the headshot. He provides the first and the second. Scared for Makaze. Tucked on off. It's Alex on the warpath. But Makaze's a problem. Alex doing his best. He doesn't want to go home just yet. It's Kensisor partnered up with him. A big find onto all opposition. Oh, and BIT needed that. Kensisor claws them back into a level playing field. Never mind, that is just Alexi. It's just Alexi. How's he done that? A long-range MP9 headshot.
Captain versus captain. The in-game leaders locking horns for this one. A minute on the clock. Bomb picked up.
So much at stake.
He doesn't know where Alexi's gotten off to. Alexi's been loud about this. Maybe his teammates heard it. Alex is making the move right now, straight over towards B. Remember, no kit. Once the bomb goes down, Alex could be anywhere.
This gets harder and harder for Alexi. Alex not to know. It's a bit slower now. Alexi's parked the bus though. How do you not succumb to the pressure? Your teammates sitting silently, mics muted, watching as you alone determine whether your major continues or if you're packing your bags tonight.
Bomb goes down now, 40 seconds on the clock. Alexi knows he's in the wrong place. Is he going to grab himself an upgrade? Needs to get a move on. This has to be loud. He cannot go quiet.
10-second defuse and that time is already ticking. Cognizant that there could be something up close. Has to make his move. He's still walking. Okay, stampeding now. Time already pretty much half gone here. Alex, so close to doing it for his boys. Alexi overthinking. Can't seem to find him. Needs to tickle that bomb. Where's the time going?
No chance.
There's nothing he can do. This is Alex's for the taking. This is all his. BATE force OT. Alex keeps it cool under the pressure.
Another round where the opening kills come the way of NAVI.
He can't help but break a smile there.
Man, you're in a 3v5 disadvantage again, and they battle through again. When the chips are down, there's no way in T-side to train.
Incredible.
And you trade your way out of that.
Kensisor with impact. Alex with the clutch. This was one of those clawbacks. They happened in such quick succession. This was the Alexi V burst that brought him down. But just no time, no kit. You talked about the finances coming back to haunt them. Teammates cracking jokes, looking up at the fans. This is what it's all about, the Counter-Strike Major. Hard work paying off before our very eyes.
He pushed it to OT. Now the finances get reset. What damage have you done to Navi's mental? Are they getting nervous? You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain now.
You've seen this play before from Wonderful. Eye to the scope, creeping and crawling. Head trick with the equivalent on the other side. Oh, and Wonderful hits it. Another opening from him. Still delivering, but Alex is too. BIT finds that headshot. Enough of a distraction from the pop side.
They're out high ramp.
They are.
When he comes back, he'll go down.
It's going to be a jump scare. Yeah, but the bomb, they know where the bomb is. BIT going to get caught. Oh, no, he's not. Essential down. Did he have company? They're not sure. They don't know. Kensisor goes down to Imet from the pop position. It's BIT that back is presented. He's going for some trigger discipline here. Quick tap, quick reaction. Ooh. Looking for number 2. Has Imet worse to aware. Makaze's there. High HP. Not going to happen. NAVI take the first of OT on the CT side.
Okay, we're finally making good on an opening kill there. It felt like it's been a while for NAVI since they've been able to course correct, and this time taking the fight to them, not allowing them to execute in towards B, making sure that isn't a possibility. How many can they get on this CT side? Great opener there from Wonderful, just continuing to be an absolute nuisance. Yeah, B8 the adjustment into this one.
Yeah, right. They've been trying to exploit his bomb site time after time.
He was caught off guard there.
Blade making full use of Bait's timeouts.
Yeah, and I like that they continue to take them, right? MPL was in-game leading this team up until recently. Alex has taken over.
Yeah,
so
you can see the brain trust.
Yeah, and they play some key positions on this map, so just talking through the options, getting this one done by committee, and when you're deep in a game like this, just keep the ideas flowing. There's no wrong call at this moment.
As long as everyone's on the same page.
And even the notes coming out to play there, so Bait, you're giving this one a good shake. And Alex, what a performance from the in-game leader. He's been clutch, had a couple of big ones. Go back to the CT side, a blink and you miss it, 1v3. A 1v1 to force overtime right here and now. Ivy pressure back on the menu.
Yeah, they're making a move real quick. Makaze, they're pushing him straight through the flames. He's going for a nade break. Frags happening all over the shop at the same time, but they're already slipping backtracks. Kentazor is so far forward.
Alexi's aware. He is aware this is possible.
Kentazor versus Alexi. The fact that Alexi's so far the shadow, betraying this forward position, an easy pickup. Navi's captain extends their advantage, a two-man discrepancy.
But he's committed to this position. He could back off now, they know where he is.
Yeah, I think that smoke implies he will. Starts to back away, timing on the spray, that would be madness. 2 on his crosshair.
Wonderful's got high ramp side.
Yeah, okay, they've got everything covered. Wonderful though. Oh, spots a little bit of cheeky bit of hip. Hits the shot to Alex, and Wonderful puts a cherry on top. Triple kill from the sniper.
Can they keep it clean now, V? That's 2.
Got to admire Kentazor just going for something so audacious. It's rare to see a player in CT spawn at that time.
And we've loved his aggression throughout, right? He's just this piece that's happy to always go in, but that shadow just being the bane of his existence there. Alexi has that one on a silver platter as Wonderful continues to be steady. You know, in the past, I think throughout this season, a lot of people criticizing him missing shots, but right now he's hitting anything that moves.
Yeah, haven't seen any evidence of that. Wonderful here today.
Pace
Look at them go,
change again.
knife out, straight into the loving embrace, the double nade. Awkward for Hetrick and Alex. Ears ringing. And double back from Kentazor. He's just constantly a thorn in Navi's side. He is a problem. And so is that Molotov. Gonna force out an extinguish. Essential catches bits, pre-aggression. They're sat in the smoke and they're pivoting.
How do they keep getting back in these scenarios? That's another 3v5.
Kentazor's so good at flipping the script.
And both of them are carrying on the back of the bomb train. They're inside, ready to plant the bomb. Ascenthio has connected rotation. MPL's on the lurk.
A 3v5, just blink and you miss it. It's back and actually favoring Bait. To get a T round in OT. To not have your back against the wall immediately on that swap of sides. Kentazor, eternal aggression. And Wonderful getting flanked on in. A bullet from MPL seals it.
Okay, the fact that they're just keeping up this tone, they can be proud of this. Right, Ivy last time, they're so quick on that rotation through to CT. This time out main, you lose 2 players to a nade, and then Kentazor just appears. So the nades come through. Here it is in the highlight reel. Catch that, boom, 2 down, and then they just keep on coming on the fade of the smoke. Kentazor catches Alexi, Makazi deleted, and the rotation. There's so much chaos towards Yard, but they are moving quick. Blade, tactical timeout, you get 1 in every overtime, so you may as well use it. And you have to remember what was going wrong in your T half. Well, it started strong. Pistols, that's been Navi's favorite word in his head-to-head against Bait. 4 from 4 in this series, 8 from 8 in every match against Bait so far here at the Major. Those aren't a conversation in overtime. Now, it did take some heroics. Alex winning out that 1-on-3, the money getting broken late in the piece, but regardless of how they got there, Navi still need to find a solution. What's the call?
Old fans are new when you're playing Counter-Strike like this. B8 converting members of the crowd during this train game.
Look at
Quick from Alex.
He's just taking.
But he's not scared, is he?
They're taking risk after risk. You may as well in this moment. Play outside the box.
Hedrick gets flashed off the line. It's Immer. Quick to Kensizor this time. So just constantly trying their hand at aggressions. They want to be unpredictable. And this one from Immer is exactly that. Not looking the right way. NPL goes down. 15th on a silver platter for NAVI now. 5 members, full health. Space to stretch their legs. Hedrick trying to take little glances from the camera position. It's Essential, finds one back. NAVI, they needed that one from B8. It was Essential having a look, trying to react to the smoke.
Yeah, just Hedrick now in this 1v4. May as well give it a go, right? This is overtime. You've got money. No point saving right now. Hero moments of what have gotten you to this point. By the sword, die by it is he's given it a look. He was given it a look. You hate to see this. I know he has absolutely no chance in this 1v4, but you'd love to see him go down swinging. He looks to just back off. Might just lose it all. He is pinned in right now. Wonderful. He's got one way out, Makazi the other. They are going to take the AWP away from him. It's wonderful to just into that, and that is going to be 15 found for NAVI.
I swear, from his POV, he was looking 90 degrees the other way and then died.
They brought back out the double orbs on the CT side. We saw them try and wield it to mixed success back in the first half.
Check this one out.
Yeah,
what is that?
And this is what I'm talking about with the hero moves. This is what has gotten him here, right?
Yes.
Individuals with multi-kills or clutches, and people are going to look at this and be critical. It's like, boys, you got so close. Why are you doing this? Well, they're playing the flow of the game right now. They're trying to feel themselves through this matchup.
You have to play on instinct. No coach behind you. Up against a legacy organization. A close game. And this is what I'm saying. Alex and MPL. Still a stalwart stance.
They're double flashing off Ivy, and he still gets that kill. Doing the secondary orphan right now. As Alex's name was saying in the feed with the big green. Hedrick's turn.
Oh my gosh, he nearly went down to that. B8 is not playing scared at all. He wants Hedrick's name in the feed. Missed shot, cheeky. B8's trying to run at him. Pressure as well from behind. Nothing from B8 here. Surely, how's he tapped the head of NPL before he went down?
Yeah, but they know that box holes is clear because of the Essential push, so they know that it cannot be the B finish right now. Has to likely be through main or through Ivy, so they can lock this one down for 14.
And after all of those opening forays, you can slow things down, tuck into your corners. The pressure being on NAVI. Hedrick looking destined for a frag here, and he will pick it up onto Makaze. Holding on, another B8 round. And so it will come down to either double OT or a 16th for NAVI.
Yeah, this is it. B8 are merely holding on. NAVI are the ones who need to find this close.
And opening kills not a real determining factor in how the rounds play out.
Okay, they've gotten rid of the double orb setup. Alex doesn't want to be exploited towards Ivy again, also keeps him a little bit more dynamic. And if NAVI think they know what's coming up next, well, they'll be wrong. They want to try and finish this with a B execute by the looks of things. Makazi throwing harass utility in main. Everyone else heading straight towards B.
How quick is this going to be? Nade, flash.
Alex is coming over to join Essential.
Support on its way.
They need to clear out behind their own high ramp smoke before they can really go for this. So taking pop control. Kensizor will be flashed in. They don't want to secure pop. Now this means that they can execute B and not be harassed from behind. But Alex rotated over here early to join that Essential. He's got some block utility. Smoke and a molly. Essential also has a smoke. So depending on the timing of a B execute, ooh, hold up.
Yeah, Lexi got flashed off. Kensizor was set up to play the fade.
They've called off the B execute. They drop him back. Makazi now starting to activate Ivy. There's the AWP, but Hedrick still on the line.
Here we go. Third time's the charm for Kensizor. Alexi confirms he's ahead of that smoke, getting that info. Hedrick feeling pressure from Makaze late Ivy. Hedrick's position noted. Still NPL, Kensizor, and that sniper here. Sandwich smoke late. Camera on top. 30 seconds for NAVI.
Kensizor's forward. Everyone else is
running
passive.
this very light on time. coming out, testing the defense. What have you got, Bait? We need an opening frag. It's LXCB that puts it in the V. Double kill. Up to Alex. Pressure applied, looking problematic. Bait hanging on by a thread. Hedrick hits his. Essential now and Hedrick, can they do it once more? Bomb goes down with a couple of seconds to spare. Man advantage, Wonderful's got you locked in, takes Hedrick down, puts him in the coffin, and there it is, NAVI sail to the playoffs, put through their paces by Bait, who should be holding those heads up high.
Yeah, made to work for it, but NAVI, the legacy org, 23 majors and the 18th playoff booked. Makazi will become the first rookie in Budapest to be stepping into the arena. More to come today, but the battle for Budapest awaits NAVI. They weren't in the conversation coming into the major. They were just outside of the bubble. Now there's a dialogue. The type of Counter-Strike that this team